Alrighty guys, I'm Casey and welcome to a brand new episode of Minecraft Modded Survival. Last episode we built up this blacksmith, didn't we? Yes, that's right. And I've done some things. I did move the XP bushes that I put around the outside. I decided I didn't want them around the outside of the house anymore. So I've just put them in a long line here, so I've got XP at the minute. But this is obviously going to be moved. I did stumble across a blizz, I think it was. So we got a few snow bits here and there. But yeah, let me show you what I've done in here because I've done a little bit of work between episodes. I went ahead and automated this smeltery, so there's not really much going on the outside here. Nothing too different. Again, I need to build this up some more to make a chimney, but we'll get to that later. But what I did on the inside is I built a redstone clock. So if I show you redstone clock, like this, it's literally just some stone, a redstone torch and some redstone. Very easy to make, very simple to make and all. And I put a lever on it, and what this basically does is, let me just go ahead and take that. We'll use this to actually make ourselves some more, some more seared brick. So you can make seared brick by using cobblestone. So if we go out here and pop some cobblestone in, that'll smelt down and make a seared brick. Now the issue that we face is that this has got an ingot in it. So let's get rid of that. I only had like part of an ingot in it and not a full ingot, but that's fine. So anyway, if we watch this should smelt down. It may take a little while, but when this smelts down, this is going to automatically tell the smeltery to go ahead and work. It'll pulsate it with a redstone signal. You could turn the lever up and down. If we turn it down, it will turn this clock off, meaning this will not pulsate. But if we want it on, we want it to automatically pulsate. Below here, I've got something called item ducts. You can see that. So if we have a little look at item ducts here, we've got just the standard ones, which is literally tin and lead, like so. That gets you 6, and these run all the way from these guys. There you go, you can see it pulsating now. All the way into here, so it's automatically taking me my stuff. And again, switch that off. That means that this isn't going to automatically do. So do that. Now, these pipes don't automatically extract items. They will automatically input items. So if you look down there, you can see that that one's just plain, whereas these have like a red arrow on them. That's called a servo, the red arrow. And if we look that up, servo is made like so, just some nuggets, some ingots. The nuggets make it a little bit problematic to make, but apart from that, it's all okay. And some glass. This can be any glass, it doesn't need to be stained glass. And then you get 2. And all you do is you simply right click that onto something that it's connected to. And then you've got a couple of settings here. So if we right click this, you can see that it's not what I wanted to do. Let me go down. I can't go down one more. Oh yes, I can. If I right click here, I've got some settings. So I always set this to disabled. We won't worry about this anymore, just set it to disabled. And that's pretty much it. You've got a blacklist and a whitelist. Basically, you put an item in there. If it's blacklisted, it won't go through. If it's whitelisted, it will only take that. But we don't want any there. And then you can increase and decrease the stack size, which we're not going to worry about, because we want it just to take out 1. But it will take out more if need be. Up to 4. But there'll never be more than 4 items because there can only be 1 in here. So that's how we've automated that. Now, what I want to get to this episode. Well, let's talk about what I want to get to in a future episode. Oh, one more thing. I did go ahead and I did bring in some chests. I made some chests. These chests are easy. These are from a mod called iron chests. And basically the iron chest is a chest surrounded by iron. The gold one is an iron chest surrounded by gold. The diamond one, like so. And I didn't actually know there was a silver one. But this goes all the way up to obsidian. Obsidian is just basically chest can't be destroyed, and this one just allows you to see inside. It doesn't really do much more after you get to the diamond one. Then you've got these upgrades. This allows you just to right click the chest of the previous level. So if I wanted to upgrade this gold chest here to the diamond chest, I'd make the diamond upgrade. So that's one to crystal. I'd make the gold to diamond upgrade, and then I'd just right click the chest. That upgrades that. I also made some storage drawers for the stuff that we have quite a lot of. Storage drawers are very easy. They allow you to store a lot of a certain item. So they're very easy. They're just literally wood across the bottom and a chest in the middle. Whichever wood you use will determine the actual draw that you get. We've got spruce. Again, a lot of these chests aren't going to stay here. But this is just temporarily where we're living. I decided to actually move inside. And I also got a chicken, which is called War Chick Jace, after a friend of mine. So that's pretty much all of that. Let's turn that on so we can get our seared brick out of there. Oh, is that all the seared brick coming already out there? That's all the seared brick. How much seared brick did that give us? 18. So it takes a lot. It takes a lot. Now, what I want to work on in this episode is the starting of a future project. Okay, the future project that I want to work on is a farm. Now, not a major farm because I know my friend Jace is going to be doing a lot of farming, but there is one thing that I do particularly want to farm, and it's called industrial hemp. And of course, there's a skeleton here. Why would there not be a skeleton here? There we go. Double that skeleton. Let's get some bread on and get ourselves some bunches. Yum yum. So this is industrial hemp over here, and this is used for a variety of immersive engineering stuff. And I would really like to be able to farm this. I'm gonna just I'm gonna throw this rotten flesh away for now. I'll come back and get that because it can be smelted into leather. But yeah, this is really useful in a lot of stuff. So I want to have a farm for this. And one of the things that I want to be able to make using this is called a windmill, which is this thing here. This is what I like to use for early game power. And this requires tough fabric, which requires a lot of industrial hemp. But to get to this, there's one thing that I am missing. If we get to here, I need steel. Which means that, well, I need a way to make steel. And the only sort of like consistent way to get steel, easy anyway, is through a blast furnace. I think it's blast furnace. Which is this thing right here. There should be another one in the pack, yes. Which is brick and nether brick and some blaze powder. Now, I don't think there's another way to get blaze powder. No, there isn't. So we need to go to the nether. We need to kill some blazers. Get ourselves some blaze powder. We also need to go ahead and get ourselves some of the other materials, such as nether brick and brick. But where do I want to put this? Well, I've decided that it fits with the blacksmith. And I'm going to put this underground, underneath here, like a basement. And this isn't going to be one of those basement bases where people build a base in the basement. I literally am going to have just the coke oven and the blast furnace down there because I think it kind of suits the fact that we've got a blacksmith here. So yeah, I'm going to get to work on actually getting the place together because I don't just want to make this blast furnace, I also want to make the coke oven. Which is this, which again is brick, sand and clay. So I got some resource gathering to do, I got some stuff to do, but when I'm ready to start doing some more stuff, I'll be back with you. Welcome on back guys, and I've got the downstairs room in place. Let me quickly show you that. And we're going to get ourselves set to go to the nether here, but if we look down here, this is it. This is where one of them is going to go, this is where the other one is going to go. And I wanted to keep it very basement-like, so I wanted it to feel slightly cramped, so this is why this is only a 2-wide walkway. But I do kind of like this. Like I said, I don't want this to be like an underground base where we start building a lot of things. A lot of people do that. They turn their basements into this huge array. But I really thought it'd fit to have the blast furnace and the coke oven down here in the blacksmiths. So if I ever need to use anything like this, it's all in one place along with the smelter. So yeah, but one thing that I want to do is I want to like upgrade our tools. And to do that, the best material is cobalt and hardite. But right now I can't mine that. So if I'm going to the nether, which is where we find it, I want to be able to mine that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take 8 aluminium, 8 iron, and 1 obsidian. And actually I think I want to do a little bit more obsidian than that. Let's do 4 obsidian. And that should make us something called alumite. I think that's what it's called. Yes, it is. Right, and I haven't made this in such a long time, but this allows us to mine at a cobalt level. So I'll talk about mining levels real quickly. There are certain mining levels in the world. If we press the end key, it brings up that little thing at the top here where my mouse is, called Whaler. And it'll tell you like what the effective tool is, what the effective pickaxe is. But if we go ahead and we put a block down like an ore, so let's take a yellowite ore for now, just for now. And I put this down, it says effective tool pickaxe. So if I go onto this, the pickaxe is now green. That means we can mine it. But it's not telling me the mining level. But it tells you here the mining level is obsidian, which means we can mine up to what the game considers mining level obsidian. But above obsidian is cobalt, and we need to get to that. But unfortunately, I'm not enough advanced for cobalt just yet. Do I have a flint and steel? I don't think I do. No, I don't. Okay. I need some gravel. I know I have gravel because I've mined a lot of gravel. Here it is. And I don't know what it is about modern Minecraft, but I never seem to really get flint drop from gravel, so we're just going to craft it up. Okay. We're going to make ourselves a flint and steel. I don't know. I'm not going to house the nether portal yet, per se. That's definitely not what I wanted to do. That is what I wanted to do. But I do have a spare iron ingot in here, so I'm going to repair my tool. Jace keeps laying eggs all over my house. And not sure quite what that was in there. Because this is off, so it wouldn't be... Oh, it is pouring stuff. I must have left it on. So, did that. I just wasted some alumite. Great. Okay, so we've got iron and we've got iron and obsidian in there. Okay, so we got one alumite. So I need some more aluminium in there, don't I? So let's do another 8 aluminium. And let's try not to do this. And I want to make a pickaxe head out of this. So if we go up here, I should have my pickaxe head pattern somewhere. There we go. And I should be able to go ahead and turn this into one. Of course, I just put iron in there, which is not what I meant to do. So we'll just dump that iron back in there. So aluminium. There we go. We got 4. That should be enough. So if I go ahead and pour myself one of those, and then turn that back on, and then that can go ahead and do that. There we go. Now we should be able to just replace the pickaxe head, but sometimes it's still a little iffy if your tool isn't fully repaired, which our tool isn't. So we might want it to be fully repaired before we can do that. So we'll go ahead and fully repair it. Shouldn't take too long. A little bit of iron. Let's take a little bit more than what we had. There we go. Now we can actually upgrade it, and if you see, it jumps from 824 durability to 1409, and the mining level increases. Does the mining speed? Even the mining speed increases. Now, you may notice that it says modifiers diamond here. I put a diamond on this, and this just meant that this has more durability. It increased it from like 300 or something. If we look here, we had about 324 durability. The diamond actually increased it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to just put that on, and now we can mine cobalt. So there's that. Okay, so let's sleep, and then we're going to jump into the nether. And I'm going to assume, since we're playing modded Minecraft, that you know how to make a nether portal, but we'll pretend that you don't know, just in case some people don't know. So we're just going to put this down. We're going to go and we all know that sounds make it much easier to place blocks in Minecraft. We all know that. Stupid creeper. Stupid creeper. Just has to get in my way. Has to get in my way. Okay. Now, I don't think you can make the nether portal with chiseled obsidian. I've never tried, but I feel like I have tried. There you go, nether portal. But before we go into there, I want to grab something called a diamond chest transporter. And I also want to grab a backpack. So I made a couple of backpacks. I got a basic backpack here and an iron backpack. And we'll grab that, pop that away, pop you guys away in there. Oh, I'm out of room in there, so we'll just pop those in there for now. And actually, while I'm here, I could take some of this out and put some of that in. So I've at least got some of that going. Okay. So let's have a look at this. This diamond chest transporter. Okay, if we look at this, you can see it's fairly easy. It's 1 diamond and just 5 sticks. And what this allows us to do is it allows us to pick up spawners from anywhere in the world. I've actually got one in here where I found a skeleton spawner while caving. But the problem is when you have one of these on you. So if I go ahead and I take this out, okay, you can see that I get hunger, I get slowness, I get mining fatigue, and I get jump boost. That jump boost basically prevents me from jumping even a full block. Oh, did not mean to do that. Uh-oh. I crashed the game. Okay, we're back. And it turns out I accidentally duplicated the spawner, but it registered as a pig spawner. And I broke it, so we got a broken spawner now, which I think I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of because we didn't earn it. This isn't a legit spawner. This is one that was done by a duplication glitch. And therefore, it is gone. I know that may annoy some people that I'm throwing away a spawner, but at the same time, I didn't get that spawner. I didn't find it. I just duplicated it by accident. So I don't want it. But I am worried that I now can't place down this spawner that I picked up. So I am going to come out here and just place it down and make sure that I can place it down. But I placed it down the last time near a chest, and the chest disappeared if you looked. Okay, for some reason this is a bugged spawner now. This is a bugged spawner. I think that we bugged this spawner majorly to like an infinite number of broken spawners. So yeah, I hope that doesn't happen with every spawner. And it looks like we got the particle effects still here. Look, I'm gonna just log out and log back in again. So let's do that, and hopefully that gets rid of those particle effects, because that'll be a bit annoying if they're there all the time. Yeah, the particle effects have gone now, which is good. But we do have a few pigs. We'll keep the pigs, that's not a big deal. Spawners, however, are. So I think what I'll do is, if that is a bug, I'll just give myself a skeleton spawner, because I did have a skeleton spawner in there. Hopefully this doesn't happen with all of them. Anyway, let's get ourselves going into the nether. And, oh, we already lit it. So here we go. I got everything that I needed. Right, let me just double check. Yes, got everything that I need. And I think that we bugged that spawner, because that shouldn't happen. So, we're in the wilderness, we're downloading terrain. Come on, load me in, game. Load me in, you beautiful blocky goodness. Hey, it worked. Cool. Okay, so first of all, I need netherrack. Something's blowing up. Now, there are nether ores in here. Problem is, if you've never played with nether ores before, they will detonate if you start mining them. So you gotta be very careful when mining them. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm just going to get myself some of this. And I also need to find myself a nether fortress. So what I'm actually going to do is, the smart thing would be to do, and this is something you should do in all modern Minecraft, is press J, go to waypoints, go to new, and go to portal. So yeah, let's put that there. So let me just find some cobalt and ardite. We should be able to find some relatively easy. We got copper, some pigment here. Okay, this is ardite. So if you mine this, we get ardite. And cobalt is like a blue. We should be able to find some somewhere. Yeah, over here, look. And it's not overly difficult to find, but there we go. We got some of it now. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to find some of that. I'm going to go ahead and find myself some nether fortresses, because we need some blaze spawners. And I will be back with you in a little bit. Welcome on back, folks. And I found a blaze spawner in a nether fortress, so I'm going to go ahead and pick it up with this diamond chest transporter. And almost immediately as I do that, we have a blaze spawn. So let's deal with this blaze. And I wanted to do that on camera so you guys can actually see me getting a blaze spawner. Because obviously, if we run into the bug where it just doesn't want to let us use it, I'm going to have to obviously remove the diamond chest transporter mod, because it's obviously clashing if so. Which shouldn't be that big of a deal, but I also want to have like evidence on camera that I did indeed find one, so that if we do have that bug, we just go ahead and clear that bug up and have myself a spawner. Because I did find one, I did do everything correctly. It's just obviously a bug within the mod. So I'm going to wait for my health to regen before I tackle these blazers. I think there's another blaze spawner there, which is good. Because I did want to. Okay, we're taking quite a beating here. Okay, hopefully this doesn't kill us. Wow, we took quite a beating there. Our armor's good, but it's not that good. So I want to make sure that I've got... Where did I get blaze powder from? I don't record... Maybe they drop random blaze powder? So yeah, I'm going to wait. This is where I missed 1.8 regen. The later versions of Minecraft, the health regen. You regen thingy. I think when I was stood at that spawner, there's another one within range. So I think we accidentally triggered that one as well, unfortunately. Okay, so we dealt with that one. Get ourselves some health on. Through here. Okay, that's 2 dealt with. And yes, there is another blaze spawner here. Awesome. So let's go ahead and pick that up and pop that in there. Okay. So yeah, I've got my blaze spawners. I got the amount of blaze ones that I need. I actually got more than what I need. So I'm just going to have a little peek up here. Up each of these stairs and I'm going to head back. Because I don't really need to be in here for anything. But, oh, there's another piece of staircase here. I don't think there's going to be anything up here. But, I'm going to check. But yeah, guys, I'll meet you back. Oh, hello. I haven't actually found that much cobalt, which is nice to find some. That's lapis, by the way, there that I found. I decided to mine the lapis because I did need lapis. And risk it, because if you mine nether walls, they do explode. Oh, there's another bit. Glad it came this way. But yeah, guys, I'll catch you back in a moment. So welcome on back, and we're going to see if this is an issue or not. It's bugged. It is bugged. Okay. That's problematic. So I'm going to have to remove these chest transporters because they are indeed bugged. Okay. I mean, that shouldn't be much of a problem. So I think what we'll do is, I did do all the legit stuff to get the blaze spawner, so we'll find some way of actually giving it to me. I'm not sure. This is why I always put cheats on for bugs like this. So let's just see. Is the cardboard box is actually in the pack? Okay, so I do want to find a way of actually moving the so I'm gonna bin these, but I'll deal with them later. Right now, the blaze spawners weren't that big of an issue anyway. The cardboard box can be used, so maybe I'll have to make the cardboard box and that. That's a shame. Let's just pop this away. Okay, so let's actually get into this. So I've got my brick here. My brick. Oh, I need to actually smelt up nether brick, so let me get some nether brick smelted up and I'll be back with you. Welcome on back, guys, and I want to just clear something up. I did go ahead and I did throw away the spawners. I did forget one, evidently. I did try all 3 of them because I did notice that I had opened up the bag that had the other spawner in, but all the spawners are the same. You put it down and it appears as a pig. So I think rather than giving myself blaze spawner because of the bug, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just reset the nether and then go ahead and find a way to pick them up, because we still need to find a way to pick them up. And I'm sure the cardboard box works. I'm almost like 99% certain that it works. But it's nice to know blizzard spawn here. That's actually going to be big if we make a blizz spawner. But yeah, so there is that, and we'll worry more about that later. So, or I may just go to creative and place down the blaze spawners where they were. Try and find another way to pick them up. But yeah, let's get into this. So, the first thing we're going to want to make is what's called an engineer's hammer, okay? And it's very easy, and it's made like that, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to want some coal. And I don't think I'm going to want too much iron. Maybe just a quarter of a stack will do. And let's get into making these. So, first thing that we're going to want to make is the blast. Works if you put an nail in blast. Works so much better. This thing. And I'm going to want 28 pieces. Now this is one thing that does annoy me with this, is that this is... Oh no, this one is not hollow. Is it the coke oven that's hollow? Coke. There we go, coke brick. And again, 24. Am I out of brick? Do I need more brick than what I actually had? I think I do. I mean, that's not a problem. We don't need too much brick. But yeah, let's go down here and actually start doing this for now. We can do this blast brick. And I'm going to put the blast brick over here. And it's very simple, really. Get rid of that. Pick that up. And all you do is put it down 3 by 3. And I thought this had to be hollow. So if I make a mistake here, because I'm not going to make it hollow because it doesn't say, then I'll be back with you. And then you right click it with the engineer's hammer, and then that brings this up. And this allows this to now be an interface. And this allows us to put iron into here and smelt it, and that'll make us some steel. Problem is, we can use coal. No, you can't. You need coal coke. Okay, so you can't use coal. I thought you could. So we need coal coke, right? Which is this stuff here. Now, to get this is a little bit problematic. And while we wait for this to do, while we wait for that brick to do up, let's go ahead and make ourselves a drum real quick. We made one of these a few episodes ago. So we need a cauldron, we need 2 pressure plates, and then I've read these so much now I know the recipe off by heart. There we go, got an iron drum. And the next thing what I want is a fluid duct. Of course I get the lag spike right here. Fluid duct here, which is just some copper and some lead. Okay. So copper and lead. I think it's 2 copper, 1 lead. And I literally only need the 1. Okay. So let's give ourselves the iron server. I'll show you these at the beginning of the episode, so you get to see them in a little bit more detail now. Because we're obviously going to use this. Let's grab our brick. Let's get ourselves some blast brick. No, it's not blast brick, it's coke oven. So 28, and you're always left with 1 left over. It's annoying. It really is, but there's not really much we can do about it. So let's go ahead and take this out. Let's do this. And again, this is going to create a byproduct called creosote oil. And creosote oil is used for making treated wood. So again, right click with the engineer's hammer, we get this nice little thing here. So now we've got this here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw in the coal. And I don't think you can do charcoal. I'm almost certain that you cannot do charcoal. Yeah, it says there, there's just this. And this takes a little while, okay? So this is going to do, and this is going to turn into what's called coal coke. As you can see, it's taking a time. And when it becomes coal coke, it's going to generate us some creosote oil here, which we can then go ahead and put a bucket in here and extract it out. But I want to put it into a drum because it will produce a lot of this over the course of using this. And so it's just better to have a drum of it. And plus I can then use the drum for auto crafting in a little bit. So I'm going to let this do for a little bit and then I'll be back with you. Welcome on back, guys. And as you can see, we've got coal coke here. So if we take the coal coke out, we can put the coal coke in here. Like so. And if we let that smelt, it'll smelt the iron into steel. It'll produce this slag as well, but we won't worry about that too much at the minute. I've never really found a use for it. Maybe there is one, but we'll see. But what I want to tackle now is this problem. Creosote oil. Now, we can't actually put the drum in here, unfortunately. We can take a bucket, we can put a bucket in here and get ourselves a bucket of creosote oil. You know, that's easy enough. But there's something else we can do. We can go ahead and we can take this drum, we can pop the drum right there. We can take this fluid duct, we can put it there. And then we can take this servo and we can tell this fluid duct what we want it to do. So I'm going to put it on here because I want it to pull. And because it automatically inputs, but it doesn't automatically output, so we got to tell it to. So I'm going to put this here because I don't want no redstone. And I'm going to leave everything else as is because I don't really need to mess with that. And as you can see now, we are getting creosote oil in this drum. And Obviously, as that does, that'll produce coal coke, that'll produce our creosote oil, and we can go ahead and use the coal coke over here to make ourselves some iron into steel. And I'm going to need steel for what I want to do in a couple of episodes. So yeah, I think that's going to call it for this episode, guys. So if you've enjoyed the video, please do consider leaving a like. It really does help out the channel, and I really do appreciate it. So please do leave that like, and click subscribe if you want to see more from me, guys. I'm KC, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.